Alright, so moving on to the final segment, I'll be sharing my MLB All-Star summary, my MLB All-Star Week summary. So in this segment, I'll be sharing my thoughts on the Home Run Derby and the ALNL All-Star Game. So we'll kick things off with the Home Run Derby. It was Cal Raleigh, catcher for the Seattle Mariners, that won the Home Run Derby this year. So let's get to discussing how the Home Run Derby unfolded this year. Now, the first round of the 2025 MLB Home Run Derby was pretty fun, and O'Neal Cruz hit a 513-foot home run. That was the first 500-foot home run that we've seen in the MLB Derby, Home Run Derby, since 2021, I believe. So that was pretty crazy stat. And O'Neal Cruz and Junior Camarino hit 21 home runs in the first round of the Home Run Derby, and everyone but Jazz and Matt Olson hit 16 home runs or more in the first round. Respectfully, what the hell was Jazz doing in the Home Run Derby this year? This man only hit 3 home runs in the Home Run Derby. What was he doing here? Great effort by him, though, respectfully. But Cal Raleigh was amazing all night long in the Home Run Derby. He actually hit a total of 54 home runs in the Home Run Derby. In the final round of the Home Run Derby, it was Cal Raleigh and Junior Camarino. Junior Camarino just couldn't keep up with Cal Raleigh, that was on fire during the Home Run Derby. He fell short in the final round, by a score of 18-15. Cal Raleigh deserves to win the MLB Home Run Derby this year. He actually leads the league in home runs with 38 across the board. One of the best hitters in MLB today, and well-deserved Home Run Derby for Cal Raleigh. We'll see if he competes next year in the Home Run Derby, but it was a well-deserved home run award for Cal Raleigh, competing in winning his first Home Run Derby in his MLB career. So then, before we get into the MLB All-Star Game, I was thinking about this while I was creating this segment for you guys, and I want to share with you guys my dream Home Run Derby list. This is my dream Home Run Derby list of 8 players that I would include in my dream MLB Home Run Derby. So again, my MLB Dream Home Run Derby of my top 8 players to play, and with current baseball players, would be Ohtani, Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, Kyle Schwarber, Cal Raleigh, the winner of the 2025 MLB Home Run Derby, Mike Trout, Pete Alonso, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Now, that's unlikely to ever happen, and it's good for a podcaster like me to dream about that scenario, but I think that would be a tremendous Home Run Derby with the 8 respective players that I mentioned. And we can up the stakes here. Instead of the winner getting $1 million, I know baseball, the money, it doesn't really matter to these guys because they make so much playing on a nightly basis. But let's up the ante to $5 million to $10 million for the winner. This would be one of if not the greatest MLB Home Run Derby of all time, with those 8 respective players that I just mentioned, because there's some all-time great hitters in this current era, some generational talents that I just mentioned. I think this would literally break the viewership all time for an MLB All-Star Week. If you had at least 4 out of 8 players playing or participating in the Home Run Derby. A guy can only dream, but that would be a perfect Home Run Derby with those respective 8 great at-bat hitters. But let's get back on track here. Getting into the MLB All-Star Game, it actually ended in a tie 6-6 after 9 innings, and we've seen something that we never seen in MLB All-Star history, where there was a swing-off, and it was Kyle Schwarber that represented the Philadelphia Phillies and the National League, that helped the National League win the All-Star Game based off of based off a swing-off. So that is crazy when you think about it. But my thoughts on the MLB All-Star Game. Now, it was a great game, and I felt bad for Paul Skenesny. I felt bad for him because the pitching in the game, he pitched well, but even with the Pirates at the mount, he still suffered the same wrath. Couldn't even enjoy a 6-0 lead that the national team had, and the AL rallied all the way back. But it was Pete Alonso that opened up the game, hitting a big 3-run homer in the bottom of the sixth to give the National League a 5-0 lead. Then you look at the rest of the tournament's events. Just when I thought the American League was down and out, Brent Rooker hit a home run in the top of the seventh to cut into the lead. Then winning the NL was going to be a rare all-star thing that we've seen, because the AL has been whooping their ass several years in a row. I think they won like 10 out of the last 12 or 10, a stat like that, I know. But Bobby Witt Jr. and Stephen Kwan delivered in the ninth inning, and then Kyle Schwarber had he actually won the first ever swing off, going a 3 for 3, being a clutch performer and never looking back. That was crazy. And I think the MLB All-Star break was great this year, but the game was phenomenal, and I think that was one of the best games that I've seen in a very long time. The generational talent alone that participated in this game was top-notch, and it felt like I was back in the retro days with having or seeing the players wear their respective MLB jerseys instead of having MLB All-Star jerseys provided to them. It was pretty cool to see their in-game jerseys being worn in the game. But this was a fun game from start to finish, being tied 9-9 or being tied 6-6 at the end of the ninth inning, and Kyle Schwarber having a tremendous clutch swing off, going 3 for 3 to help the national team, the National League, win MLB All-Star Weekend. So those are my thoughts on MLB All-Star Week. That is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. This is your host, Thomas Tyree, signing off. And I'll see you guys on next week's episode.